Anybody? It's Shinigami here to bring you another Pokemon theory. Now, this one, I've had a little bit more thought put into it, and I've been able to fester in it for about 3 days now. After finishing the Teal Mask, something that very much stood out to me was Keiran. The way he behaved, his features, certain characteristics. I'll be showcasing them in the video as shown above, but this will be slightly spoilery. Actually, this will be spoilers and also potential leaks for the Indigo Disc as well, and spoilers for Teal Mask if you are not finished through that yet. Fair warning, so that way I don't get anybody here telling me, hey, you know, ruined it for me, right? Now, with that out of the way, let's jump into what we got to say. So, if you finished the Teal Mask and you've noticed a few key details about Keiran, he's a very shy young boy at the beginning when we first interact with him. But almost immediately after we get to the first signage, obviously he's very compelled about the Ogerpon, but I think after fighting us and losing that very first time, this feeling of jealousy sets in, and I think that's like the main toxic trait we gotta be keeping in the back of our minds of the loyal three that we know of. They all have poison as their main typing, and again, spoilers, speculating, we do already know from the source code that a Pokemon has been identified as Dokotaro. Now this one originates from the Momotaro fairy tale of a giant peach. Now, from what we've already surmised in the current DLC, everything happening with the Loyal 3, they're all evil, right? And again, I'll show here that in the cutscene, you clearly see a Pokemon as well as the Loyal 3, right? And after Ogerpon beats them up, you don't see them again. You don't see that one Pokemon. Funny enough, there is a little plushie of this Peach Pokemon, right? Now, whichever way it's facing, we don't know yet. We don't know which the orientation is facing. So I'll put up my image, and then I'll put up the image that Central Leaks and other Pokemon people have put as a leak for the mythical Pokemon, basically for this region. Something I wanted to point out was the coloration of this Pokemon in conjunction with the pink chain that all the Loyal 3 have. They all give that same effect, and if you notice, I will be running it back to Keiran. When the Loyal 3 first revive, something very unique happens that not a lot of people noticed in the first playthrough, of course. I noticed there had to be something with Keiran, right? Something bugged me about him. And when I saw some other screenshots of this, I noticed immediately, yep, that was it. I noticed his hair, that was pink, right? It matches the same color as the Loyal 3. Well, when he punches the shrine that the Loyal 3, I guess, are buried in, funny enough, after he leaves, I want to say those feelings that he had get, put into the shrine, I guess, or whatever, and they're able to revive. Funny enough, what color is it? That beam of light? Pink, right? It's a really bright pink. Almost like the Gigantamax in color, but not quite red. And on some other sources I've been seeing, some people are claiming that Keiran was possessed by this Dokotaro Pokemon, mainly being for his behavior acting so erratic, right? More than just teen angst. And if you're any much of a writing enthusiast, you start picking up on certain phrases and certain words that are being used, and the fact that Carmine also pointed out around that cutscene that, you know, even I remember, you know, having teenage angst and not acting this way, right? Kind of gives us a hint that this isn't just a normal teenage behavior. Might be something a little bit more voodoo-esque, right? So that's why we surmise that he might be possessed or influenced by this fourth Pokemon. Funny enough as well, at the end of the DLC, you notice that Keiran goes on a little bit of a rant to himself, saying, I'm gonna get stronger. I'm gonna get stronger. I'm gonna get stronger. And then he smiles with a evilish grin to him, right? Puts his hair back, and it gets one thinking, is he the next villain? Because in the artwork for the Indigo Disc, you see Carmine facing us, but Keiran is not, right? He's facing away from us. Every other character is visibly shown, right? But him, he's hidden. Why is that? As well, spoilers, we do know Dipplin does have an evolution. It is found within the code that he does have a new evolution in the Indigo Disc, as well as the Eviolite working on him, right? It shouldn't work on a Pokemon that is a final Evo, but yet codes shows he has another evolution. That gives me the probability to assume his Dipplin evolution will definitely, you know, have some feature to play in like his theming, right? But I definitely think Dokutaro, the prison Pokemon that we have here, image is shown above, that this thing is real. Keiran is gonna either be possessed by him or befriend him or be on his team, I guess. I don't know. And we're gonna have to deal with Keiran because he's already made a point that he's upset that we've befriended his, you know, favorite Pokemon, and we're also stronger than him, so he has a reason to be upset. But adding that all together, it just adds for a main villain arc, right? So that's going to be my theory, kind of putting it all together, that from our actions from the Teal Mask and from what we've seen from Keiran, he's either possessed or his feelings caused the Loyal 3 to resurrect, and I am very sure we're going to get that fourth Pokemon, the mythical whatever, the Peach, is going to interact with Keiran, specifically because of how upset he feels with us, right? Well, let me know what you think down below. Am I nuts, or is it possibly true? We'll see. Other than that, it's Shinigami signing out. See you next time. Have a good evening, good night, and good morning. Bye.